just coke it up.
Yeah, wet that whistle, man.
I'm sorry, I had a little...
You get nervous?
A little pause.
You got performance
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of
Nerd Out!
I'm Randy, this is Brian, and this is our slightly overdue top 10 action figures of 2017. We had to hold up on it because you wanted to wait till we got Sunstreaker.
Did?
Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool. Well, hey, it's another episode for you to watch, I guess. It's our top 10. The only rule here, and I'm not gonna make rules up for you. I'm gonna make up rules for me.
Gotta own it.
I had to. It's not that I have to own it. I had to have at least handled it.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Okay.
But
had exclusive time with it.
With that said, the likelihood is if I handled something that I like so much, I would own it. There's a few exceptions, like I handled the Hulkbuster. It was awesome. It's not on my list. This is my list.
That definitely gets most expensive of the year.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
I mean, that's a cool toy.
No, great. It's just not. And then I also played with the Sweet Godzilla. That was awesome. That honestly, that would probably, if I owned that, it would have made the list. But your list and my list.
I own everything on mine.
Mine too.
I mean, it's sort of hard. I mean, the whole thing is, if you loved it, I'm not poor. I mean, if I if I really had to have it, I'd own it.
Right.
You know.
Right. Or whatever. Like I saw that third-party Omega Supreme. Awesome. It was pretty cool. Like that could have potentially made my list, but it didn't because I don't own it and I didn't really get into it. This is
Combatler V, actually.
Yeah, but that's
is that out this year?
No. That's 2018, the Combatler. And anyone got a sweet discount? This guy really wants one on one of those.
Yeah, hook it up.
But without further ado, here's our top 10, and we're gonna just go one or start 10, 10, 9, 9, and
then we'll move to 4. Then we'll go back to 3, and then to 1, and then.
Yeah, and whatever. All right.
You guys get it.
All right. You want to go first with 10?
I'll go first with 10.
This is a tough list. Go ahead.
My number 10 is Phoenix, which is the third-party Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call him.
That's good.
Love him.
Yeah.
Because he's big, and it's the first time they've got him right, like ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like aside from G1, it's the first time they've really got the animation model in a toy that's good, that's perfect transformation, that isn't a chunk of shit, that doesn't fall apart, and it's solid. And it's got its issues. It does have its issues.
Yeah.
But I love it.
No, I like it too. I think I agree with you. It is one of the best. I mean, there's not that many third-party, but
there's actually quite a few, but they're all really bad. They're really
bad.
They did a couple real bad ones.
Yeah. That's a good one. Also, after our top 10, can we talk about honorable mentions?
Oh, God, yeah.
My number 10 is the Marvel Legends Wolverine. It wasn't the most extravagant figure, but I'm a Wolverine fan, and I think they nailed it. Like it's not a boutique high-end toy, but Marvel Legends, in my opinion, I had an emotional response to it, and that's all that's what you can ask for.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
All right,
that's sweet.
9.
Dougram, the high metal R Dougram. I wasn't
9.
expecting much out of that. I saw yours. We did a review on it, and I dug it a lot. I really liked it, but I didn't really muck with it that much.
Yeah.
So then. You sold me one. Very nice price, thank you. But I would have been happy with it at whatever price. And when I really tore into that thing's amazing. The poses you can get out of it, and just an amazing toy for a sort of underappreciated toy line,
Yeah, but at a really high price.
At a really high price
because it doesn't. It
was $90 or more.
I think it was like in the $100 ballpark. Like I really liked it, but that would have been my issue with it, is that if I had to put price, but I'm going to contradict myself with some of mine on my list with that. My number 9 is the Mezco Wolverine. So it starts off a little superhero heavy, and then it'll start getting into some robots. But again, I'm a Wolverine fan, and I was kind of getting bored with the Mezcos, and then when I got the Wolverine, I felt that special magic again. So there you go.
I predicted that too.
Yeah, that was
they had to come out with a big one.
Well, they kind of...
Wait, what came out before it?
The Deadpool was the one I got before, and I just wasn't into the Deadpool, and it was like, it could have been the day of the week I got it. Who knows?
But like, they've been beating Deadpool up a lot lately. He's like, it's just there's a ton of them, you know. So
even then, like I just didn't think it was that spectacular. And the Wolverine was like, dude, he's short, squatty, hairy,
everything you need,
tight uniform, as you said, a great crotch. So that was mine. Now 8.
Mine is Make Toys Meteor.
Which one is...
The Starscream, man. I was really... You know, I mean, it's like day late, dollar short. It needed to come out sort of years ago.
Yeah.
They've been beating up the Masterpiece mold for so long. I was just really... It was like a curiosity thing, you know? Because we
were at
TFCon, and it came out that day. Like, I'd never seen one before then. No, nor had anyone else. So it was really cool just to get it, and it's a nice toy. The transformation's really pretty unique, and it's really sleek. It's got a ton of metal in it.
Yeah.
It's heavy, and it's got its issues too. But it really, I
hate the face. You can't even see it.
It's too dark.
Bitchy. I'm just like...
No, I hear you. You know, but that's like the other 98% of the toy is pretty sweet. Yeah. No, the other 95% because a part of it comes off.
Yeah.
The fuselage like separates. But other than that, I mean, it's sweet toy. You can get some really nice poses out of it, and he's real dynamic. You can just, I love him.
I like it too. It does kind of represent everything I dislike about Transformers.
Yeah, because it's total anime.
It's totally
accurate.
tuned, but
it's got metal.
It looked like it was solid. My number 8, and you're gonna kick my ass on this one, dude. This was originally in my top 5, but number 8 is my Masterpiece Megatron, and I like it. I love it. It was actually in the top 5, and then we got something that we're going to do a review on next, but we're not going to get into that. It's great. I'll just talk about it in the positive. It's great. It's really complex, for good or for better or worse, but it sort of brought back that balance between the tune and the mechanical look of Transformers for me. Still very tune heavy, but I liked it. It was great. It was very high quality.
Sweet.
Yep. All right. 7 for you.
Movie Masterpiece Bumblebee.
Okay.
What is there to say? It's sweet. It's just a really nice toy. It was nice to see a Bayformer get the Masterpiece treatment. And not just the box, like legit Takara treatment. You can get some awesome. It's pretty posable, but the transformation's sweet. I love the detail. Like just, I was pretty amazed they could pull it off. I don't know what really to say about it. I mean, it's got some metal. It's sweet. It's beautiful.
It's on my list too, but so I'll talk about it when I call out the number of that one. Number 7 for me was the Toy Alliance Optimus Prime. That big, giant thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I got it at TFCon, which was a blast, and I had some really fun conversations with some collectors and new people I met, and I was on the fence about it, but it is so big, and it's so action figure-y and mech-like. I loved it. It's fun. It's just... and I actually think it was pretty reasonably priced.
How much was it?
It was like I got it for like $160, which again, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's huge.
But it's a big honking piece of plastic.
You that all day long for a Masterpiece. I
mean,
it's not a car, but anything bigger than a car is going to cost that in Masterpiece.
And it doesn't transform, and it doesn't bother me because it's just sort of like a big giant action figure for like your G.I. Joes. It's scaled to like G.I. Joe, so. It was cool, and I like the chunky monkey look of it. It's big, bulky.
Sweet.
So 6.
6 for me is the High Metal VF2 SS. It was the first what's the word I'm looking for? Not attempt, but what do you call it if you attempt something and it works out?
Success.
Thank you. Yeah, it was the first success at a VF2 in toy mode.
Yeah.
You know, the evolution sucked balls.
It did. It sucked.
You know, it had a lot of issues with it, and Bandai just nailed it. It's got decent amount of metal. It poses. It holds both modes. It comes with a ton of armor. It's fun. It's really fun, actually.
It made me appreciate the design of it. Like, I did not... When you got the Evolution toy... It just made me want to puke, and then
just that plastic sucks.
Yeah.
It was like it feels like it floats.
It didn't do any justice for the design of the toy.
It didn't. It wasn't posable enough.
Yeah.
And I mean, just the high metal. It just does everything you need it to do.
Yeah, no,
and
it's
it holds both modes or all three modes.
And it sort of takes high metal.
It's the first high metal. Yeah, because it's
like
the first new mold in 10 years as far as. No, it's not. I can't say that.
No.
But it's the first transforming new mold that they've done in years. Since
I hope
VF1.
I hope that leads them to like a VF25 or like I really like the VF or the YF29s. Yeah. I'd like to see stuff like that.
I know we're gonna get the Elin Seeker.
I don't know what that is.
It's a 2-seater VF1 with all this. It's got a ton of stuff on it.
I'm sure I'll play with yours.
Yeah, for sure.
What number was that?
6.
Oh, all right. 6 is for me. Masterpiece Sunstreaker. I really didn't want to put this on my list because I really thought that was so tail end, and you know I got all bitchy about it. But Masterpiece Sunstreaker shares some of the qualities that I dislike about Ironhide and Inferno and Shockwave, but the transformation, in my opinion, is fucking genius. I don't know. I'm not an engineer, but I just can't believe what they were capable of.
I think it took the line back in the direction it needed to go in to keep people like into it. You know.
No, it does. It made up for.
It made up for a lot.
A lot.
Because I've revisited the Masterpiece. I don't want to cut you off.
Go.
Because I've been revisiting Masterpiece. Like you've been hearing about it.
Yeah.
And it's like we were in trouble for a while because we got Hot Rod and Trax, and those suck.
And let's Shockwave. I know you like Shockwave, but
it sucks.
He sucks.
I'll give it to you. I still like him, but he sucks.
Right.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh no. And then we had what?
Inferno, which looks it's quality,
but it's juvenile.
It is.
It's
juvenile.
very juvenile. And when did come on, Ironhide come out? Right before. Before
Hot Rod.
Okay, so it was before though. Okay.
Yeah, it was. Ironhide was definitely saying like testing the waters with that design.
to go see which way they could go. But
it's beautiful. It's just not my thing.
Yeah, but the point is, you got two like real hollow ass figures that really sucked. They just didn't. They felt more like Chug than they did Masterpiece. And then you got him, and the only reason I'm going about it is because he's my number 5.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I'm just doing.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, it did. It made me feel like it was a substantial piece. Yeah. It made me feel like it was a masterpiece again.
They got back to it. They got back to basics. Right. He felt a lot like Sideswipe.
Yes.
Which was wonderful.
Yeah.
But still one-upped it a little bit, and it needed to do it.
Right.
This was make or break.
And yes, they increased the cost, but if that's what you're going to get for another $30,
I'll take it. I'd rather take
that than get a line of Trax and Hot Rod, which I like Trax and Hot Rod, but you're right. I've revisited it too, and I've gone back and looked at them. I'm like, yeah, you know what? Those are not up to standard. They're not in the direction.
Aging well at all.
So I'm losing my voice. It sounds like my number 5 is I didn't even know I had to go in our past videos to see if it came out this year, but mine was the Mezco Punisher, and I'm pretty sure that it did come out in 2017, and I love that figure. There's multiple variants of it, and although I like the white boots, I think I like the regular release one better. It just has a lot of personality. It sort of successfully does what Mezco has been trying to do, or looks like they're trying to do, is sort of like give these characters their own stamp on it, their own identity. So Mezco Punisher, Mezco One Collective Punisher, it sort of did it for me. And it was loaded with accessories too. Like you felt like you got your money's worth. And even though you broke mine,
I'm sorry about that. Oh my god.
It was nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it was awesome.
You saved my conscience.
Yeah, it saved my comfort level of having it.
Yep.
So now we're getting to was that my 5? Yeah. So now top 4.
Megatron. Number 4 for me was Megatron. And I mean, a lot of it I just already said about Sunstreaker. I mean, first I love Megatron.
Yeah, you're a Megatron dude.
And this, this really assured me that the line they were getting back to making it for adults, making it. Well, it doesn't. They were just making it to stand time. like, it was complex. It was difficult. It didn't feel juvenile. It, like, because although I didn't have the problems with Inferno that you did.
Yeah.
This is, like, totally the other way.
Yes.
Other direction from Inferno. I mean, he's got a lot of hard angles.
Yes.
He's got a lot of joints. He's a pain in the ass to transform to the point of it not being fun. But Megatron isn't supposed to be fun.
No, I mean, again, that's why he ended up being 8 instead of 5 for me, is because he lacked that fun value.
But his aesthetics are incredible. I mean,
they
I
are
love
good.
the way he looks. He's one of...
I question how he's going to age, though.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it depends how much you beat him up.
Yeah, that's true.
Like...
I'm talking like design wise, but yeah, he definitely.
I think his design will age well.
Yeah,
I think he looks great. I mean, I love the way he looks. I mean, his back maybe a little.
Yeah, his back is a little rough, but yeah, no, he's great. I mean, how do you argue with him being on a top 5? Like, it's I mean, all right. So my number 4 was masterpiece movie Bumblebee. And look, the reason why he got such a high position, which is crazy, because I'm going to be honest, I don't like Bayformers.
But you do like Bayformers.
But no, I was thinking about this today. They are aging rather well.
Yeah.
But the movies are god awful. And if you like them, more power to you. God bless. But I think they're terrible movies. But the designs are starting to appeal to me a little bit. But that's not why he was number 4. He was number 4 because, first of all, I think he looks great and he's a lot of fun. But I can't think of the last time I had so much fun finding an action figure as we did with Bumblebee. And yes, is that a legitimate reason to put him on a top 10 list?
Hell yeah, it is.
I agree.
Hell
the experience was made me love this figure.
I believe this, dude.
We found it. We came. We saw it. We kicked its ass.
An extra point or two. But with that said, I think he's a great looking robot, and I don't know how accurate he is to the screen, but I actually appreciate the toy version of him better than what I think he's...
And even if he's not, they bullshit it good enough that, like, I can misremember him looking like that.
Right,
I mean,
for sure.
They fudged it good enough that, like, fuck yeah, I'll take it, you know?
He looks a little bit more in line with the Alternity line, which was post-Spinal Tech. So it's like he's not quite as... like wild as the movie designs. He doesn't feel quite as wild, but he's a lot of fun.
Which is why he's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what makes him good.
Yeah.
He feels more grounded down to like what we're used
Absolutely.
to. Yeah,
he's a little bit more compromised feeling, but I really like that Bumblebee. But again, most of all was the experience. I don't know what episode number it was that we reviewed it, but that experience was just like so much fun. So at least that put down my number 4.
I wish it's almost warming me up now thinking about summer.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, well, that was summertime, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was nice.
God, it is so fucking cold outside.
Yeah.
My kids didn't have school because it was cold. Like, how do kids... Like, I don't ever remember being a kid and then being like, it's fucking cold. We're not going to have school. Like, I don't remember that.
We froze our asses off sitting for the bus.
Yeah.
Remember, go wait at the bus.
I walked to school, man. I'd be, like, freezing my ass off. And, there wasn't no, like, oh, school's canceled because it's cold out. Anyway, sorry, that was a little distraction. Anyways. So we're now number 3. Top 3. This is serious, right? Yeah. This is scary for me, and I'm just going to say, I'm not going to speak for you, but my top 3 is sort of interchangeable, and it was really tough for me. I'm going to stick with what I got, though, and I'm going to go with it. But my top 3 on the right moment could easily be switched.
Yeah, same with me, sort of.
Okay.
Number 3 is Voltron.
Okay.
Love that toy.
Great.
Like, I don't think there's really anything bad that can be said about it. It trumps every Voltron that's ever come out. And it probably will for a long time. It throws back to the way we want our Voltrons to look, I think. It's metal. It's got a lot of metal. It's tight. It's fun. It's got a ton of shit. I mean, we've reviewed it, so it's sort of like... It's hard to really say anything profound about a toy that everybody has
agrees and loves.
Yeah, I mean, it would be easier to... It would be more fun to try and rip on it and find fault in it than it is to
it really is.
Repraise it. It's perfect.
Wow. Yeah. Number 3 is my Voltron. Is Voltron 2 for me, so I'll just go into it.
Yeah.
And the reason, I mean, it really is what you would expect from Bandai Solar Chigoku.
Yeah.
It's the craftsmanship and the paint job is spectacular. and it comes with everything that you'd expect a Soul Chogokin to come with, and it's kind of hard to argue its beauty. What kept it from being number one, if I'm going to explain that, is simply because we've had a lot of Voltrons. I know, you know. So, I mean, it's like, and plus, it was the very first thing we reviewed of the year.
Yep.
And it could easily be my number one, but it's my number three.
Me too. I mean, it's as good as my number one and number two, for sure.
Yes.
It's just, you know, Voltron.
It's what it is, Voltron. Number two?
SV2, DX Chogokin SV262 Draken.
The Draken, okay.
Yeah, man. I love my Macross. I just can't help it. Whether it's deserved to be on the best toy of this year, second best, I don't know. But I know I love my Macross. I love my Bandai. And when they do DX Chogokin, when they make jets that turn into things, I love them. And I can't help it. And it's the bad guy. And I love Macross Delta. It does everything right. It looks like it does in the cartoon. The paint is beautiful. It's fun to muck with. It's fun to fly around. I have endless battles all day. And I just don't know what else to say. It's a wonderful toy. I mean, and it does have its issues. It's actually a chore to transform. It's tough. It's got weird joints, but I love it. If you like Macross Delta,
and the design is it's
awkward.
If you like it, you like it. If
yeah,
you don't,
yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird. You know, you don't get a lot of bad guy transforming mecha. You know, so when you get them. And
it don't look like a Zellog or a Gundam.
Yeah, and I mean, that's another thing about it, too, is it's like the design takes me more into the story, because you look at it and it's like, you know, you see these, they're not just bad guys.
Right.
They're the opposite of our heroes, but they're not bad. And you know, it gives it a lot of personality. It's got personality. It's like these people give a shit about what their ship looks like. They take pride in their ship and... Like the good guys do. It's cool like that. I like it.
Like, I'm generally not a fan of the design, but I do absolutely commend the fact that, first of all, that there is bad guy mech, if that's what it is, and also because it does divert from what you expect from Macross designs, and sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need to go in a different direction, or things are going to get stale. My number two I have similar arguments for you. Mine is the Masterpiece Beast Wars Cheetor. I've never seen, like, I'm a Beast Wars fan through and through. If you are not, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. But regardless, you can say, oh, Beast Wars suck. Fine.
The toy is sweet,
It sucks. Yeah, the toy is sweet, and if you're a fan of the character and you're a fan of the show, that figure is amazing. I'm amazed, that's redundant, but that they were able to take that and make that look so distinctly from the show and make it transform. Like you said, it's kind of messy. It's got a lot of panels because you're turning into a cheetah to a robot, but it's beautiful. The paint job is spectacular. Articulation is great. It's very mature. It proves that Takara is up to the top of the standards in Japan, in my opinion. It's as good as I could imagine a Cheetor, and I love the character. So that's that for number two. It could have been number one easily. I probably would have had to like fight off people, but I don't give a shit. This is my
hey, man, it's your list.
This is my list.
Yeah, it is. It is 100%.
I could put Shatterstar number one if I chose.
No, it's not a democracy.
No, this isn't to be debated. Yeah. So
VF30 DX Chogokin VF31. I picked up 3 of them this year.
Whoa, you got 3 of them?
Yeah,
now?
it's a few bucks. Wow. So I got a few bucks, and like
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I love it, man. Like I said, I love Delta and I love Valkyries, and it definitely is Bandai's best attempt at a Valkyrie mold. Not like their other attempts weren't good,
right.
But they just like closed the gap on everything and pretty much made it perfect. Put ratchets where you need them. It's tight, a shit ton of paint. Like, I can't believe how much paint they put on them. Like the no step marks, just, they're beautiful. It's like, just, hold it. Doesn't matter if you're into it, just to hold the jet, it's like, they're wonderful. Yeah. I love the way they transform. Yeah. Like, you guys all know that I love them. If you have them, congratulations, because you bought a sweet toy. Yeah. It's my toy of the year, and I love it, and I'm going to buy the rest of them when they come out. I'm in it. No. I'm in it. Delta.
I mean, Delta. It was beautiful when I handled it. My only criticism is that I'm not like gung ho about the character design, and but it's beautiful.
Do you mean the characters or the mecha design?
The mecha design, yeah. The jet is great, but I'm in it.
Well, you know what? It's like after the 25, they all sort of smear together.
Yeah.
In that mode, you know.
I love that 29 for some reason. The
YF
29. What is it? The
Durandal.
The Donahue.
The Donahue.
Yeah.
My number one.
My number one is the Diaclone Big Powered. That's this big guy. We said this a year or two ago about Diaclone. It's like it's easy to say why it's number one, except for it's expensive. But they're taking, I guess, an existing property that I'm not familiar with, and they're creating something completely new, something completely fresh. And what's great about it is not only does it look outstanding, but it's fun. They made a toy. It's a toy. Like, I can play with this. My kids
can beat the shit out of
it.
Like, yeah.
And it's very interactive with the world of Diaclone. It's fun to collect. It brings joy. And ultimately, like, I collect toys because I like to play. I'm not looking for statues. I want to play. And it also gives me something fresh because I love Transformers, but I'm kind of sick of seeing, 20,000 Bumblebees. Like, I can only take so much of, like, the same character over and over again, and Diaclone gives me that Takara look,
and it gives you ownership of it because you can like make shit up.
Absolutely,
it's not just there is no wrong way to. No. You can make your own shit up, and that like always goes.
Absolutely,
far,
you get to decide who is who in your battle, and I love it. And the only thing that would even have questioned me waffling from it being top number one was they're ungodly expensive. And that's really, really a tough pill to swallow. But you get what you pay for. Those engineers, you know where your money is going when you pick up this product.
It's a shame, though, because you could put this in the hands of a 10-year-old.
Yes.
And they would absolutely play for hours. It would be their favorite toy.
I agree.
But not a lot of people are going to spend hundreds of dollars on a toy for a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, honestly, like, me and, like, 6 other guys who have children, their kids are the only, are going to be like, oh, I remember that awesome thing. And I did. I played with my 6-year-old.
Does Adam love it?
Yeah, he loves it. We played with it. I mean, obviously we weren't throwing them across the room.
Of course.
But we were playing. So there you have it. Can we do some honorable mentions?
Oh, God, yeah.
All right, I'm losing my voice, but I don't care. I'll just... You want to give me a one?
Yeah.
All right.
Like... And I can't believe it's not on my list, but I couldn't make myself do it.
Is it the Masterpiece Prime?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're way worse than that.
What?
Voyager Megatron.
He's on my honorable mention.
Yeah, because it's like, especially the Wei Jing.
The Wei Jing one.
Like, and it's like, of a toy that I've handled the shit out of. I've played with that toy more than any toy this year, but, like...
It's just not up to quality.
Yeah, it's convenient. Yes. When I need a thing to turn into a jet and fly it and I need a fix, it's like, and you can't afford the good shit. Right. It's like, there it is. Yeah. You can beat the shit out of it, put it in your girlfriend's hand, whatever, hold this babe, whatever, let your dog lay on it. Right. You don't care. But man.
But it's got a cool jet, cool robot. I agree. I'm with you. My Wei Jing, that was on my list. Yep. Since I sort of like blew my nut on that, this is a Masterpiece movie Prime should have been on my top 10. Yep. Here's the problem. It doesn't work. And where I have said in my review, it doesn't bother me. I still have to take that into factor when I'm putting them on a top 10 list of my favorite toys of the year. It doesn't work. But it is so awesome in every other way. If it just snapped together, and I know there's cheats, everyone tells me there's ways to do it. It doesn't work for me. I've tried.
And I supposedly have the fixed version, or got the fixed version, and it's not fixed.
It's still not working.
It's not fixed.
If it snapped together, top 5.
Yeah,
I love it.
I would say so.
I really
love it. The robot mode is perfect.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It hangs with the MP10 all day long.
All day long, yeah, it's beautiful.
All day long, and they gave Bayformers their due and just fucked that one thing up, and it's like...
It's one thing, and that took it off the list. But I still love it. I'm not going to part with it, and I still appreciate it, and I give it a positive review. It just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, got any others? How about, do you mind if I just cut you
off? No, please.
The Star Wars Black Darth Vader.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, that's it. I have it.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything, I bought a Star Wars thing. Pulled me into the Star Wars market, yes.
Great figure. It's tough to get a really good Vader, and I think that they did a good job. And if if you get it without the box set, it's $20. I think I got it on clearance for like $12.
You can get it without the box set?
I think that they made a carded version. It might not have been released, or maybe it was like a Hasbro exclusive.
I got one. Another one. Fort Max.
Fort Max was like 2 years ago.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. Trypticon was last year. Neither of us got Trypticon.
It was it really? Yeah. I thought I got it last Christmas.
All right. Yeah, last Christmas would have been last year, and then we got it.
2017. You're right. That is.
And then we got it.
My bad. Yeah,
Trypticon, neither of us got, and ashamed of us. Shame on us.
Yeah.
But
I know. I'm really pissed. I want it.
It was hard because I do too. I still want it. It's just that like we got Fort Max for like $40. And,
I didn't.
Oh yeah, 70. Oh, 70. Oh, you got it for a gift.
Yeah.
Okay, but they became $40, and so it was really hard to see a Trypticon for $150 and then pay it when the assumption is that it's going to clearance. And on top of that,
has it clearanced yet?
I would buy it.
Yeah,
I buy it. But also, I have an issue with a Transformer not turning into having a robot mode. But whatever.
I want to play with that thing though.
I had the Fans Toys Phoenix on my list. As far as other third-party toys, I put the Generation Toy IDW style Optimus Prime on there. Great fun, really complex though. It's not. It was fun, but once I put it down, I put it down. You know, like I didn't want to pick it up again. I love cut me off anytime because I'm just saying Titans Return, Sky Shadow, and Overlord.
Yeah,
those are great toys. They're toys, but they're great.
Fun.
And then the 2001 Space Odyssey spacesuit. I never thought I'd ever see a figure of that. It's super high quality. Love it. It just didn't make the cut of the top 10. Also, this Bruce Lee figure is fantastic. It's not. It's very deserving of anyone's top 10 list. It just didn't make mine. You have anything? Just cut me off. And then. The only thing else I had, I mean that's pretty much it. Like there's obviously there's been SH figure arts that are great, but it's like once you get to a point where unless it's a specific character that you are in love with, like you're getting a good SH figure arts figure. It's just that they haven't come out with that character that was like, holy shit, I've always wanted that. So it's just like nothing made my list. And then. Last Jedi wasn't as spectacular as I wanted it to be. I like it, and I like it more as time goes by. But so therefore, like the Kylo Ren didn't make my list or something like that.
Last Jedi, that was a letdown for me, but that's a whole.
I'm actually growing it even more.
You're starting to like it.
Yeah, I am. I'm starting to.
I watched Episode 7, and it really bothered me.
Episode 7 did?
Well, no, it made Episode 8 bother me because it just didn't add up. I don't know. That's what I felt, but that's all.
I think it's going to connect, but we've had that conversation. Other than that, just to give you worst, I'm really pissed off at NECA for making this piece of shit, this Blade Runner spinner. You should have given it clear windows, and then obviously
as bad as the Alpha.
No, because the Alpha was $300. This was $35. But goddamn it, someone make a high end.
Yeah, make a spinner.
Yeah.
Please make it like with an action figure.
Yeah, that would be great.
They made it 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah, that would be great. Word is that NECA was actually.
Why would they not?
Yeah, NECA was actually working on a spinner for their 7-inch figures, which
wouldn't even be that big. They make a DeLorean,
right?
Don't they?
Yeah. I don't think so. Who
makes the DeLorean?
Hot Toys makes DeLorean.
No, the one you can get at Toys R Us. It's big.
I haven't seen it. I don't know.
You've never seen the? It's bigger than 3 3/4. It comes in.
It's 1/18 scale.
I think so. Like you can put figures in it.
Well, this would be like 1/10 scale, or it would be big.
Make one for fuck's sake.
There's not enough interest because you know what? People didn't go see Blade Runner because it challenges them too much. They're safe. They want to see Jumanji instead. I'm not saying Jumanji's bad, but I'm just going on a whole fucking.
People don't like to think.
People don't like to think.
Tough. Movie.
So 2017 was a great year. I hope you enjoyed our top 10. You got any other final comments?
Don't get the Alpha.
Don't get the Alpha. And until next time, nerd out!
Because here at Nerd Out,